An expected showdown at AT&T Stadium against the New England Patriots came to be a blowout by the now 3-1 Dallas Cowboys. We are breaking down all the key moments from game day. I'm Savannah Humeler, and you're watching Cowboys Flashback. Make our mark was the message in the locker room after the big 38-3 victory on Sunday.
Hey, man, I'll just say this. Hey, you did exactly what you did in your preparation. Great week. Hell of a win all the way through. All right? So, Brandon, close us out. Brandon,
let's enjoy this one, fellas. Hey, but it's going to be a big week coming up every single day. Be detailed. We know what it is. Let's make our mark. They fear you when you know who you say you are. Be great on three. 1, 2, 3. Be great.
Sunday's game is the 10th consecutive win at AT&T Stadium for the Cowboys. Spanning back to 2022, the last time the Cowboys won 10 consecutive games at home was back at Texas Stadium in the 1991-92 season. The Cowboys went into Sunday's game looking to bounce back after their first loss to the Arizona Cardinals in Week 3, and they did just that. The Cowboys have an NFL-high 3 defensive touchdowns in 2023, and since defensive coordinator Dan Quinn joined the team in 2021, Dallas has the most defensive touchdowns in the NFL, 12 to be exact. Head coach Mike McCarthy had nothing but positive things to say about the defensive side of the ball.
Mike, Deron Bland has 8 interceptions since he entered the league, scored for the second time already this season. What makes him the unique kind of playmaker, ball hawk you're looking for?
Well, I mean, you could see right away. I mean, just an extremely disciplined young man, you know, when he was given his first opportunity. So, I mean, his ability to play inside and outside, you know, excellent ball skills, which the whole back end is, as a group is, you know, I don't know if I've seen so many guys that can hawk the ball. But, yeah, I mean, he you know, it's just great to see your young players, you know, have that success, especially when you know how much they put into it. So, you know, I thought he played phenomenal today.
Anybody else?
Go ahead.
The defensive touchdown, just getting them. I mean, obviously you look at your 3 wins. You're one able to 13, but your defense, you know, it's only on your 3 wins. They've just been so dominant.
Yeah, definitely. We want to get started, you know, on offense, but defense really, you know, really set the table, you know, with the takeaways and the field position. So, you know, and that's just, you know, I mean, weeks 1 and 2 is, you know, the performance was very similar. So I thought our defense got right back on track this week.
The red zone offense was a point of emphasis this week. If there's one area you didn't execute all that well in today, that was probably it. What are your thoughts on where you go from here on that?
Well, I mean, you just got to keep working. I mean, this is a good place to be when you win, you know, by a significant, you know, margin of victory, and you feel like you have a lot of work to do. So I like where we are.
Dallas held the Patriots to 53 rushing yards on 23 carries for 2.3 yards per carry. Former Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliot, who made his return to AT&T Stadium in a New England jersey, rushed for only 16 yards. Patriots quarterback Mac Jones struggled against the Dallas defense. He had 150 passing yards and threw for 2 interceptions. The Cowboys offense put up some points, including quarterback Dak Prescott, who completed 28 of 34 passes. He had 261 passing yards and 1 touchdown. Prescott's 82.4 completion rate was a season high and 6th highest of his career. Cowboys special teams also had a big game. They are the first team to run a successful fake extra point since extra points were moved back to the 15-yard line, a rule changed in 2015. Jerry Jones had these comments after the win.
Talk about your team's ability to bounce back after losses and when you bounce back tonight.
Well, I didn't expect this type of showing today, but I will say this was as good a week of work as the coach has talked about, Mike has talked about. And I will say this, he executed just exactly what he was going to do all the way through, and really had a good game plan, and that's what you saw from the very early gun all the way through. He was ready to break out that fake extra point on him yesterday, so it was good.
Jerry. When we come back, we'll show you exactly how the Cowboys offense put up 38 points on the New England Patriots.
Dallas Cowboys Flashback, powered by Reliant, is brought to you by AT&T, official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys, and by Reliant, official energy provider of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by AT&T, official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys.
Welcome back to Cowboys Flashback. Let's start with CeeDee Lamb, who scored a 20-yard touchdown, making it the 20th touchdown catch of his career. He is now tied with Michael Irvin and Terrence Williams for the 4th most touchdown receptions in a Cowboys player's first 4 seasons. Jalen Tolbert had his best career game, recording 4 receptions and 53 yards. Cowboys tight end Jake Ferguson finished the game with 7 receptions and 77 yards, both career highs for him. The Cowboys are still struggling in the red zone, but rookie Hunter Lupke rushed for a 3-yard touchdown, the first NFL touchdown of his career, which ended the scoreless streak of 7 red zone trips. Dak Prescott made these comments after the game about getting better in the red zone.
You finally got the red zone score at the end. Just talk about how efficient the offense was, how important it was to get that last one in.
Yeah, I mean, pretty efficient. Still not to our standard, though, honestly. Having the red zone, as many opportunities we had in the red zone, having some field goals. I guess on that 1 4th down, we were on the fringe. Didn't convert on that. Still not up to our standard, but obviously it feels good to get a couple of red zone touchdowns. Had the one just barely outside of that to CD. So good to get a receiver a touchdown. A lot of good comes from it, and a lot of great comes from it when you win a game 38-3. So it's a lot easier to get better with a win like this and a score like that.
Is that the quirk of the NFL statistics that CD at the 20-yard with the red zone, it had to be 19 and in on the view? A lot of us learned that.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not inside 20, it's not red zone, you know. So, but honestly, going into this game, we told him that. Shadi actually told him that for you to score, it's going to have to be outside of the 20. And it's really just credit to their defense, their scheme, and them trying to take away the best players once you get inside the red zone. So he answered.
Dak, Ed Werder, ESPN. You guys, the last 3 years have been 9-1 coming off a loss. In your next game, you're 9-1 and average 33 points a game. Those are both the best marks in the NFL. What is it about those situations that brings out, I don't know, the best of you guys?
Yeah, we want to stay out of those situations. Much rather just be coming off of a win and going to get another win. But just allows us to refocus. A lot of those, I'm sure, in the last 3 seasons, from the top of my head, are humbling losses. Maybe games that we shouldn't have lost. Maybe games that we let get away from us at the end. And yeah, I mean, it's a reset thing. It's everybody coming in with a sharp focus, and it's what you expect when you have the leadership that we have, the coaches that we have with the experience that they've had. For us to lock in, really pay attention to who we are and what's the purpose of our mission. And don't want to say it's easy. It's never easy winning in this league, but when all the guys are locked in, focused on what they have to do, you get games like that.
When we return on Cowboys Flashback, the hot topic of Sunday, the Dallas Cowboys defense, coming up next.
This segment was brought to you by AT&T, official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by Ashley, the official furniture store of the Dallas Cowboys.
Welcome back to Cowboys Flashback. I'm Savannah Humoller. It's time to talk some defense. Cowboys fans are already comparing this 2023 defense to the 70s Doomsday defense. Will it stick? Many key players to highlight, starting with Leighton Vander Esch, who had his first career touchdown thanks to Dante Fowler, who punched the ball out from Mac Jones. Vander Esch finished Sunday's game with a total of 7 tackles, 3 being assists and 4 solo. Deron Bland dominated against Mac Jones. He intercepted 2 passes and returned 154 yards to the house, his second pick 6 of the season. Bland is the 3rd corner in Cowboys history with multiple interception return touchdowns in the same season. His 8 interceptions since the start of 2022 lead the NFL.
Qualify as game of your life?
Second game of my life, I'll say. Well, actually, no, I put that at the top, the last one. You know, the picks, I got this one, the pick six, and last year was the 2 picks, and this one, the pick six, so put this on top.
Walk us through that 54-yard pick six.
Man, you know, he got an early one across the field, so I couldn't let him do that again. So. And then I seen open field when I got the ball. It's like, nobody's catching me from here.
Last year you got your opportunity because Jordan went down. This year Trayvon goes down, you get a second opportunity. Just what have you done to make sure that you're ready for whenever these opportunities present?
You know, I always try to stay on top of my technique, and then this time knowing I had to step up again, you know, I've already done that part before, so.
Is there a big adjustment inside to outside?
Not too much.
Knowing how much Trayvon means to this defense,
Yes.
what does it mean to you to be able to step up like you have?
I mean, it got to be another playmaker, you know. We lost one playmaker, so, but it could be it could easily be one of our days. Sorry.
8 interceptions for you in 21 NFL games. When you think about your football journey, what is that like?
You know, definitely excited. You know, it's definitely more than I got in college, so I'm happy right now.
Did you expect this to happen this quickly for you?
I mean, I'm expecting myself to make plays. That's what I would say.
It felt like you guys, didn't respect your ability to go over the top of you, but it seemed like you guys squatted on a lot of routes today. Was that sort of the thought coming in, is that these guys likely aren't going to run past us?
No, it was just what we seen on film, but it was just, we were just trying to make plays out there.
When Trayvon went down.
Yeah, you know, last game it was not our game, and then the whole week we were just talking about how we're going to prove ourselves again, and then today we try to do that, and they got to do it again next week.
Duran, when Trayvon went down, there was concern amongst Cowboys fans about what is this going to mean for the defense. You've answered that question in a pretty profound way, certainly today anyway. What's your message to Cowboys fans about your ability to lock down that position and make sure everything still works for this defense?
I mean, all I got to do is say, stay ready. That's all I want to say.
Duran, also for you, I mean, it seems like you have a knack for the end zone. You know, what is it after you catch the ball? What's your mindset?
Oh, I'm trying to score. Nothing else. I'm trying to score. That's my one chance to get the ball, act like a receiver, or I'll try to score.
You guys have a lot of confidence as a defense. To be able to essentially knock a starting quarterback out of the game, starting performance, do you take pride in that?
Oh, definitely. You don't always get that chance to knock off a quarterback like that, but so once you get to be able to have that chance, it's fun. You're excited.
When we return, Cowboys legend George Teague takes us through the bounce-back win and how the Cowboys did it.
This segment was brought to you by Ashley, the official furniture store of the Dallas Cowboys.
Welcome back to Cowboys Flashback. George Teague in the studio with me today. George, we were coming off of a loss from Arizona into the New England Patriots game. What was the difference in some of these plays from Sunday's game?
Well, last week we were really concerned about getting all 3 phases playing at the highest level. This week, we're able to talk about special team plays, offensive plays, and defensive plays that all went for big gains during the game.
What you got for us?
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about special teams. They don't get enough credit for what they do, right? And this is a coaching deal that I love what Coach Fossil actually did. So this is the field goal block, and we really surprised him. But what you need to know about this first is that all these guys in here, their job is just to make sure they do not let anybody penetrate the line of scrimmage, because they do know a left block, this guy's coming under, he's coming under in front of him, okay? What they're supposed to do is drop one guy out to be able to cover the pass, but they don't do that. So what does that leave? That leaves Chauncey Golston wide open out here in the flat for a touchdown. It's unbelievable. Great hands, turn up, not looking back. I just wish he would have did a little bit of primetime move or something in there to make it happen.
That was such a good play. Just wide open on the right. He just slipped right in there. It was great.
That's right.
Defense coming up next, Deron Bland. This might have been my favorite play of the game.
Well, he had a tremendous football game. And, you know, when you look at a play like this, It's 4th and 2, so they still can run the ball or they can pass the ball. So it's really hard on Dan Quinn to try to figure this out. So we're going to run a 5-man pressure, right, which means that in the back end, you're going to have guys manned up. He has him man, he's got him man, he's got him man, okay? So what's going to happen is the runners, the route looks like this. This is called a rub route, all right? So he has to fight through to get through. So if you watch this, if you watch Deron Bland have to fight through to get in front of the wide receiver. We're always told do not go underneath unless you can get the hands on the ball and intercept it or at least knock it down. So it's a tremendous play by him and awareness, understanding the down and distance and to be able to get through and make a play on the football.
Oh, yeah, he went all the way down. He was great for us. And then next.
Yes, the jet sweep.
The jet sweep.
So you know what I want to ask you guys, do you know the difference between a toss sweep and a jet sweep? Because when you hear sweep, you automatically think that all the linemen are going to go the direction in the sweep. So on a toss sweep, if it was going to be right, all the linemen would go this way. Everybody, okay? You get it? On a jet sweep, it's opposite. They're going this way, right? Everybody understand that? But the runner is going to go opposite the lineman. All right, so we're going to let this go here for a second and let you see that all the linemen are going to go left except for our 2 tight ends are going to go right, set up the blocks. There has to be perfect timing with Dak and Turpin. And do you know how hard it is to be able to turn when you're running straight lateral to go straight north by Turpin? Big old hole by them. Now, okay, we don't like that he fumbled the ball, but what we do like is that number 84 actually came and followed and got there and got the ball back for them. So this is a great design by Mike McCarthy and the team for a big 47-yard game.
And then Hunter Lepke, rookie, he's coming up next.
Hey, there's nothing more exciting when you get to see rookies being able to shine, right? So we wanted to talk about the duo block. This is an inside zone play. What does that mean? Duo. These 2 guys are going to double up to this linebacker, double up on the linebackers, okay? Then it is his job to press towards the guard on this side and cut it back if it happens to clear out that way. So when you watch him run, boom, all those linemen are up in there. Lukey sets up the linebackers and the safety. Man, what an easy touchdown for him. So it's pretty exciting to watch them change up from running counter plays and different things like that to a very physical inside zone.
And double up on. We're going to see if they do it against the 49ers, which we will take a look at that matchup coming up next.
This segment is brought to you by AT&T, official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys.
Your Dallas Cowboys head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers in Week 5 of the 2023 season. Come out to Miller Lighthouse at AT&T Stadium on October 8th for a free watch party presented by 7-Eleven. Cheer on the boys alongside the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and Rowdy while enjoying $5 Miller Lights, barbecue, game day fare, and more. Gates open at 6 p.m. and kickoff is at 7:20. For more information and to claim your free ticket, visit dallascowboys.com/watchparty. The big matchup against the San Francisco 49ers for Week 5 is on the road, and the Cowboys are looking for redemption. The Niners are 3.5-point favorites heading into the game. The past 2 seasons for the Cowboys ended in a playoff loss to the 49ers, including a 19-12 loss at Levi Stadium in the divisional round just 8 months ago. This is the driver for the Cowboys going into next Sunday. Here are 3 things to watch out for going into the matchup. 49ers running back Christian McCaffrey has scored in 13 straight games and leads the NFL in rushing yards. Quarterback Brock Purdy has yet to lose a regular season game dating back to 2022, and the 49ers have the 3rd best point differential in the NFL behind the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. We will see how it all plays out on Sunday night football at Levi Stadium, and we will see you next time on Cowboys Flashback.
Dallas 2nd and 5 at the New England 20. Prescott back, deep fade, left side, up in the air, caught it, end zone, C.D. Lamb, touchdown Cowboys. Aubrey on for the extra point. Oh, they're faking it. It's thrown by Anger out to Chauncey Golston for a 2-point conversion. Jones play action, chased out of the pocket, hit, sack, fumble. Vander Esch has it to the 5 and runs it in. And does a Wolf call.